Hello there. Today's video is titled 5 Powerful Productivity Hacks that will help you get more out of your day. Time is the one critical factor that everybody struggles with, particularly if you're a mother who is trying to run her own business. Time is always the biggest challenge because there just simply isn't a lot of it. And I know those of you who are mothers and running a business can relate to what I'm talking about, and it's so essential because we have such limited time. It's so important to squeeze every drop of productivity out of the time that we do have so that we can actually make progress on our business, as well as being an engaged mum and doing all the things that mums do. So I want to share with you today some productivity hacks that have really helped me grow my business while also growing a family at the same time. I've had to learn these techniques and strategies over the years. I've tried a lot of different things, and these are the things that have really made a significant difference for me, and so I'm hoping that they help you too. Okay, so number one, no more going with the flow. You must learn to plan. You have to fall in love with planning and make it a central part of your business. And this has been such a game changer for me. You know the old cliche, failing to plan is planning to fail. And it's kind of true because time has a way of filling itself in. And if you don't intentionally grab it and carve it out and make what you want out of it. So I cannot understate how important planning is if you're a business owner. The two strategies that have helped me in terms of planning my time, number one has been 90-day goals. So while it's incredibly important to have 5-year goals or a 5-year vision, I highly recommend you have a vision and know where you're heading in the long term. It's equally important to have 12-month goals. Because that's sort of the mid to longer term. However, 90-day goals is a sweet spot for goal setting. 90 days is long enough to give you time to do something substantial in your business, as well as feeling close enough that it feels urgent. So 90 days really is the sweet spot when it comes to goal setting. And I help all my business coaching clients set their 90-day goals, and we review them constantly. So goal setting is important. Planning days. So it's important that you sit down at the beginning of each week and you look at the goals that you have and you plan ahead how you're going to fit those into your already existing commitments. So time blocking is essential. So you sit down at the beginning of each week on a Sunday evening, preferably if you're able to, but definitely on a Monday morning. Set aside time in your diary for planning. I also can't understate how important this is. Plan out, so you'll have all the things in your diary that you need to do for the upcoming week. Plan out the other things that you need to do around that work towards your 90-day goals, and then block the time so that people can't block in on top of your existing time. It's so critical that if you have a goal that you actually allocate time to achieving that goal. The other thing is having non-negotiables. So for example, if you're a business owner, your non-negotiable might be, I will send out one email newsletter every week, and you do that rain, hail or shine. You simply make it a non-negotiable. So know what those things are. Know what those things are that are going to progress you towards your 90-day goals, and lock them in, allocate time to them and do them. Make them non-negotiable. Maybe that means staying up late at night one evening. But it's that discipline and structure and focus that will get you where you need to be. Okay, the next one is no multitasking. If you're someone who likes to multitask, just know that it's highly ineffective and it causes stress. There's been so much research done out there about it. You need to get away from multitasking and move towards batching, which is allocating chunks of time to one task or similar tasks. So for example, maybe you need to, as a business owner, you might need to write several blogs, you might need to write an email newsletter, you might need to write some content for your posts, or similar tasks you batch together. So you allocate 3 to 4 hours to focus solely on writing. So you get in the zone of writing and you bang out the blog posts and the whatever it is you need to write. So this goes back to you've blocked your time in your diary, which is essential, which I talked about first, and then you allocate that time to batching, doing similar tasks. And what that means is if you're batching your time, you must turn off all other distractions. So you focus your time on that batched activity. You turn off the phone, you turn off your email notifications, you turn off your social media pop-ups, and you simply focus on getting those tasks done. Once you've finished that 2 to 3 hour block of batching, then you allocate an hour to checking your email or responding to phone calls. But you have to fiercely protect your time as a business owner, or it will get taken away for you. The next point, so first one was no more going with the flow and start planning. Second one was no more multitasking, start batching. The third one is don't revisit small tasks. If they take less than 5 minutes, do it now. Now, what I'm talking about is fiercely protect your batched time. So don't do anything in that time other than what you've allocated to do in it. However, if, say, you have allocated an hour to go through your email and you're working through your email list, generally you will either action it, save it, or delete it, right? When it comes to actioning it, if it's a larger action, then you make a note to do it at a later date and you block time for that. However, if it takes less than 5 minutes, do it now, because multitasking is ineffective, as well as revisiting small tasks is also ineffective. So you know how much time it takes when an email pops up and it says, can you please respond by such and such a date with your feelings about X, Y, Z, for example. You might say, yep, I'll do that later. And then I haven't got time now, but I'll do it later. And then you move on to something else. However, it takes time. And say later you come back to that task, but then you need to find the email again. You need to get back in the head zone of what did they want exactly. It's ineffective. So try not to revisit things that you could have done quickly. You could have responded in that moment. Yes, my feeling is blah, blah, blah. Respond, get it done. Save or delete the email, okay? So no revisiting small tasks. It's ineffective and unproductive, just like multitasking is. I hope that's clear. The final point, number 4, is no more striving for perfection, but rather strive for progress. So it's the 80% rule. Perfectionism is the biggest cause of time wasting and lack of results. So you've got to try to move away from perfection somehow. If it's 80% good enough, get it out. Of course, you need to stay professional and high standard and all of that, but don't get stuck in the perfectionism wheel and procrastinate on it until it's perfect, because it never will be perfect. You've just got to get it out, imperfections and all. And people appreciate that you're human and you make mistakes, and that's okay. So those are the 4 strategies that have really helped me overcome my big barriers to getting progress in business. My mantra for several years was imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. So I hope that mantra helps you too. I had it plastered on my desk at one point because it really helps to keep reminding me that just progress is better than perfection. Showing up is better than not showing up at all. So I have, with this video is a blog post called 5 Powerful Productivity Hacks that will help you get more out of your day. So I urge you to click the link. I've only been able to give you a short overview in this video, but I urge you to click the link and go and read the details of these strategies that have helped me. And if you like it or you get something out of it, please comment, like, or share. And I look forward to helping you more on your business journey, and good luck with your productivity, and please let me know how you go. Bye for now.